why do you think that, tarot is needed in Japan right now?
Well, like I left Japan when I was 16 years old for many reasons. Then I went there by myself. I started studying in high school, then went to university.
Yeah, I remember.
And when I was 20, I came back, for summer vacation or something. And I told my parents, this is not just my intuition, but based on so-called international observation that lifetime employment system is going to fall apart in the future. This is 27 years ago when I was 20, right? My parents got really, really upset. They're like, don't mock your country's system. I mean, they are like really harsh. So I was like, well, okay. And, I had no proof either. So basically I let it go. But then look, it happened.
It happened.
In the last 10 years, it just started happening so quickly. It just, that kind of the same gut feeling that tarot is going to be big. And tarot, history of tarot has only been like 40, max 50 years in Japan. But it's apparently getting bigger and bigger, especially during the Corona pandemic era. People in general started feeling a bit anxious about their own lives. And so some of them decided like looking for a work opportunity in fortune telling. And that like anxiousness, I totally fully understand because I lived in foreign country most of the time by myself. And there was no system that I could rely on. Like worrisome, like I have thought about my life. I have always looked for something like, what is it I can do in this life? What is my role? But, the biggest learning that I had from all that anxious times was that if you have gotten a skill that you can express yourself, at the same time you can contribute to society, you are secure in your life. I want people to have that feeling. Also based on my observation that there are so many people who are needing to speak to people. The suppression that occurred in Showa era and Heisei era is actually manifesting as some kind of a twistedness in society. And I believe that there are so many people who can be like, who can release that suppressed energy by talking to other people. And the tarot cards is not a fortune telling tool. Right? Yeah. It's a tool that reflects that person's mental and heart state. And if people can use tarot cards in a correct way, not as scare tactic tool to manipulate, if you know what I mean, if you will, it can really be helpful in society.
Well, I've already seen it help, people around me, whether it's my children's friends or my friends or, people who they themselves kind of knew like, okay, I really want this to happen, or I really want to do this, or I'm not sure of what I want to do, and the cards sort of gave them a positioning of, oh, this is right. This is where I've been. This is what's been in my deep mind. Oh, this is where this could really happen. This could be the energy, or this is how people are looking at it. Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah. That,
and then,
oh, wow. That's like what we Japanese say, kizuki, like
it opens up.
Yeah.
And it gives them, I think it gives them a starting point.
Yes.
To have that conversation of all that, like you said, during this, era of Showa and Heisei, people just, holding everything in and not having an outlet.
Yes. And the people are needing that outlet like I wish it was such a normal society where every human being could express themselves and experience life that they are supposed to experience by coming here, being born here. And I believe that we all have that right and obligation to lead our own lives, to make ourselves happy. Because happiness doesn't come automatically. We have to create it. Every human being can contribute to add some kind of light to society. And my 1 cent is tarot. And if people can just be able to see themselves a bit clearly, that's what I want. Like a universe wanted to express itself through me, and that was tarot. So yeah, I just want people to experience life, not live in fear, not live under suppression.
Yeah. I think that's. I think that tarot, especially here in Japan, will be more accepted, and I think it will be easier for them to understand too. I think even people who have no sixth sense or no intuitiveness, they can accept when there's a good reader, when someone like yourself who knows how to interpret and give a good reading, that it can really help people. I think that's wonderful.
That if they have a skill, they will feel at ease in life. It makes their lives easier. And I want to share that skill with people. And as I said, because through speaking to my distributor, the tarot is getting bigger and bigger. And you know what? It will be quite big in 10, 20 years, and even beyond that. So if people can get that skill, it will be asset for them. If people are interested in tarot, it can be their path.